The billionaire CEO boasted about his drinking capacity in front of the woman. However, he passed out after just one drink, much to everyone's surprise. His assistant looked on helplessly as the woman complained about the CEO's surprisingly low alcohol tolerance. The woman observed the usually imposing and authoritative CEO, who was now completely unconscious from the alcohol. Both the assistant and the woman found themselves in a predicament, as calling for transportation at this hour would be inconvenient. The woman suddenly came up with a solution. She borrowed a flatbed cart from the restaurant, and together with the assistant, they wheeled the CEO away. They made no attempt to cover the CEO's face, which immediately drew the attention of passers-by. Seeing this as a golden opportunity, the woman quickly instructed the assistant to take several photos. To prevent the CEO from being recognized, the two deliberately covered his face with a jacket. Upon reaching the hotel, the assistant went to book a room, leaving the woman alone to watch over the CEO. Unexpectedly, the CEO threw off the clothing covering his face and tumbled off the cart, complaining that the bed was too hard. The woman attempted to help the CEO back onto the cart, but he was simply too heavy for her to manage. Left with no other choice, she had to drag the CEO forward. When the assistant returned and saw the woman in CEO's condition, he mistakenly thought the woman was trying to harm the CEO and rushed to press the CEO's philtrum acupressure point. However, the assistant had also consumed quite a bit of alcohol and completely missed the correct spot. The woman couldn't bear to watch any longer and swatted the assistant's hand away, demonstrating the proper technique for pressing the philtrum point. The two then worked together to get the CEO back to his room. After the assistant left for a brief moment, the CEO began acting up again. In his confused state, he tried to tip the woman and then demanded she leave, claiming she was disturbing his swimming. The woman was stunned when she heard the word swimming and asked what the CEO intended to do. In the next moment, the CEO began undressing. The woman panicked and quickly called for the assistant. Seeing the situation, the assistant hurriedly pushed the CEO onto the bed while the woman quickly left the room. As she departed, the assistant offered to share the tip money with her, but the woman declined. The next day, when the CEO woke up, his assistant recounted the events of the previous night. The CEO was immediately too embarrassed to face the woman again. However, upon learning that the woman had successfully negotiated a deal at the most favorable price, he still rewarded her for her efforts. When the woman brought her parents to the hotel for an event, her wealthy boyfriend proposed to her at the venue. The boyfriend's proposal completely disrupted the event the woman had planned. The woman angrily confronted her boyfriend about this, but eventually forgave him after his sweet words and accepted his proposal. That evening, the woman's mother looked at her daughter's engagement ring with deep emotion. However, when the woman's family met with her boyfriend's family, she became completely disappointed with her boyfriend's relatives. The woman hadn't expected that the boyfriend's family had looked down on her family from the very beginning. The boyfriend's sister was particularly offensive, openly insulting the woman's family. The furious woman lost her temper on the spot, telling the boyfriend's family that she would not be getting married. The woman's family then left the restaurant directly, with the boyfriend chasing after them. The woman asked her parents to leave first while the boyfriend apologized to her. This time, however, the woman was determined to break up with her boyfriend. At that moment, a server brought the woman a gift. Looking at the business card attached to the gift, the woman discovered it was from the CEO and was taken aback. Upon seeing this, the boyfriend questioned the woman about her relationship with the CEO and demanded to know why the CEO would send her such an expensive gift. The woman was also somewhat puzzled by this gesture, but it didn't prevent her from proceeding with the breakup.